Okay, so covering a few tanks. In this one, I'm not gonna be covering Diva and Zarya because I suck at those two. Zarya, I cannot get down the bubbling correctly, and for Diva, I'm still learning it. Okay, so in this video, Orisa, Ryan, Hawk, and Winston, but most importantly, Winston for now. For Winston, because his damage on this electric gun is like so shit, you can combo it with your punches, like this. That increases your damage output and also saves your ammo, but the problem there is that you don't have to always do it on squishies with like red bar health. Like you can do it on armor, especially with armor, because this gun does so little damage to armor as they negate the damage output. So by fisting it, you will break the armor easier. And now that the enemy is low, one important factor with Winston is always punch the low guy to finish him off, because make it more efficient to kill like this. Once their HP is like down to one bar, then you can fish them. Since this guy is more stationary, I'll try it on this guy. You electrocute him, and around at this kind of health, you see, like 1 bar, and that's enough. 1 bar, like that, then punch it. Like at the end when he's almost dead, just punch. It's always easier to finish people off like that. Okay, your damage output can also be increased with your leap, because when you land on them, when you use your shift, it does 40 something damage. So it's like you jump in, fist them, and with the landing, oh, okay, they fall off. Like it increases the damage output a lot, significantly more. Jump, land on them, punch it on them, and you can see that that's already like a huge bar, and we'll continue on, and like that. Then you would kill people a bit more faster. A way to completely maximize it is to animation cancel it. When you jump in the air, you punch before you land, like right there, before you land. Like you'll see the fist go out like this, go up. That already like came out, like the melee would already done the damage. The slam would also continuous damage. So it's like this. That's like already half. And then bam, there's your kill. A way to like control your shift is to press your S key when you fly in the air instead of just holding down your W like this. You'll just go continuously forward. But if you want to like imagine the target is like at this point right here, the peanut butter jar, you can just do this. Pressing S while in the air, it would like slow down momentum like this, instead of just pressing W. In the air, you can also somewhat strafe, but it's a bit difficult. Like there. But it's just a difference of holding down A or S, A or D key. It doesn't really matter too much. It's just a preference thing. Okay, for the leap, there's also the super jump for Winston, but I have not mastered it yet, so you can search it up on YouTube how to do it, but I cannot do it. For the jump, there's a interesting mechanic to it. When you shift and not press space, you land right here. But if you press your shift while in mid-air, like continuously hold down your space when you shift, then you'll fly a much like bounce from here to right here. As a longer distance bounce when you land. And this is most useful when you're using the dive enemies. Imagine like they're up in some place holding down a choke point, then you can use this combo with your shield dance. Because as a Winston, your shield dance is a very important factor to your survival. The shield itself is low HP, however, it covers such a large area that you can jump around the shield. Instead of like the middle part, you can start shield dancing, and it minimize your taken damage, and as well as continuously zap the people that you want to kill. Okay, so the most common way that I use Winston is the your punch landing combo and also with your shield. But sometimes I would use the dive, like the the space jumping thingy. I don't even know what the technical term should it be called. Like this. Like you can change it all. You can chain it all completely together. It's like, hold on 1 second. Okay, jump. Okay, that was messed up to be honest. Okay.
This will protect us.
Then you could be able to shoot, jump, like shield, protect yourself from other enemies, and continuously kill one target. Like that's already like half HP and down. Quick and easy death. For your primal rage, it resets your dash. Remember that, and also it increases your HP. So, as a way, a primal range is mostly used for disruption, low HP recovery, and as well as fucking over 76's ult. As a Winston with so much HP and the 76 has such a period of time with his ult, so it's like when you ult yourself, you can block entirety of his ult without letting your team getting taken 1 damage from the aimbot. As a Winston, when you're low HP, you can always use it to recover your HP, as it completely heals you back to full with 1000 HP. And because of the regain of your leap, you can use it to stall things as well. Like there is this, there you can double jump. And at the end, when the ult ends, there's also a reset right there. Like you can slow down the video right there, and you can see the cooldown getting resetted after your ult ends as well. So keep that in mind as well. It will be useful for you to escape if your primal rage ends around that kind of point. And for Winston, in the heroes that you mostly should be avoiding, like I'll go back to the hero screen right here. For Winston, the heroes that you should be avoiding is Doomfist. Never 1v1 against him, because he can gain shield, and with your enormous hitbox, he will never die from you if you 1v1 him, especially when he's 1 HP. For Genji, you can keep on. You're actually a very good counter to him, but the thing is, if he has a mercy pocketing him while you're 1v1ing him, then just leave. Like try and go away as fast as you can, because you cannot out damage a mercy heal. For McCree, if you can technically 1v1 him if he's not a good shot. But the one thing that I would usually do as against McCree, my butt at him. Like when you jump, you can turn around and face your butt at him, and before you land like this, you just punch. Like you just punch no matter where, because your punch is actually like lingering effect, I would call it. If you punch this guy, then you will not be able to punch him, but if you swing it around quick enough, you will see that both of them get hit. This is how broken the melee is. So, technically, the McCree can aim your head in the air, so turn around, face him again, and shoot dance. And when you land, the McCree would most likely roll away and flashbang you, so instead of just landing there, hold space, as well as put down your shield. It's a way to defend yourself and close your distance towards him after he rolls. Like this. This is just a training ground, so it's harder to tell, and I don't have friends, so... Okay. Pharah, not exactly too much of your not exactly your target, but unless you feel like you're XQC and their whole team is dead, just the Pharah and Mercy left. Or rather, if the Mercy is pocketing the Pharah, then do not try and engage her too much, unless their entire team is dead. The Pharah, you can jump up and disturb him, but it's not exactly your job to do it. So leave her alone most of the time, but you can always use your shield to like block some of the damage, and if the Pharah is like ulting right near the shield, she can kill herself as well. Reaper. Unless he's 1 HP, then you finish him off. Like you can finish him off, but do not engage him 1v1 whatsoever. Those shotgun can kill you in 1 shot with just well, actually 2-shot headshot. You're dead already. 76. It's a good way to you can dive him, but one good thing about 76 is that he can sprint. So, like, for this bot into the target, like, when he's like running away from where you're going, like, he's running in this direction, then land right here. I'll take one bot as an example. For an example, this bot. Jump in front of him, then you can boop him behind, and you can continuously electrocute him. His ult. When he ults, you ult. Completely block his ass. Smack him around, block him shots, completely disrupt. Your job is a complete disruption of the 76's ult. Completely wasted. His healing orb, or rather his healing thing, you can use, if you throw down the healing instead of running away, your landing and continuous melee, that burst damage right there can help a lot. Because of her burst damage right here, he's already like down to this kind of health, and if you throw down your shield, completely shield dance him, even if he stays in the healing thing, you will still kill him. So you don't have to worry too much as long as you shield dance around him and he doesn't get pocketed. If he gets pocketed, you're screwed, just run away. To be honest, it's really the same for any hero. As long as he gets pocketed by a Mercy or a Mora, just run. Sombra. She most likely is gonna be like running around, hiding and hacking people. But if you know she used the translocator already, you can dive her. But if you know the Sombra is coming in, try and dive away like immediately. But generally speaking, the Sombra is not exactly your target because her SMG actually does quite a lot of damage against you in close range. So just shield dance, again, very important factor of Winston, and do as much damage as you can, but do not exactly engage her too close. If your shield is gone like that, just run away. Against Tracer, not your problem again. Not exactly your cup of tea or your one to go and try and kill. She can blink away, and her guns are actually like shotguns, like and 40 bullets hitting your head, or rather your entire body, can do like 380 damage. So it's like complete wreckage for you. Do not even try 1v1ing her, especially when you know she has a rewind and her blinks and full HP. But like if she's low, then you can definitely go and smack her a bit. Bastion. No, just go away. Do not even try and kill this guy. This is the one guy that you should never engage. If they have a Bastion, you're Winston, just switch or let your team deal with him. Never deal with this guy. Her turrets break your shield like instantly. Your HP completely shredded. Hanzo, it's a good dive, but his scatter is the only problem that you have to worry about. But I don't think so anymore because they are gonna remove it anyways. Junkrat. He can break a shield so fast. He can break a shield so fast. So don't really try and engage him. And also his bomb does a lot of damage, and you're huge, so direct hits can come. With the mine and bomb combo, yeah, it's gonna do a lot of damage. So only approach him like an ambush way, but do not direct engage him. His traps are also deadly if you get trapped because you're just standing in one place and your shield has such a big area like this. Like if a trap right here, this entire distance, he could just walk in, damage you, and just go because you cannot damage him. One thing about his junk tire is that you can actually fly in like that and block it, but it takes a lot of skills to do it. So you can attempt to do it, but it's not exactly recommended to use a usage of your shield. Mei, again, shield dance. That's the only thing that I'm going to emphasize for Winston, because the only way to completely negate any damage from taken from anyone is to shield dance as Winston, or you get pocketed. But for Mei, her ice wall can block your jumps, so watch out for that. Like if she raises an ice wall right here, then you're blocked. You cannot even jump towards it or land where you intend to land. Her freeze can freeze you and headshot you. And one tip against Mei as any kind of hero, if you get around, you're about to get freeze, like she's here, you're about to get freeze, turn around, walk down. Because your head hitbox would be like around, like just not facing him, and she would have a hard time trying to headshot you. Her ult is interesting because Imagine if they all is like right here, then you can stand behind cover right here and not get freeze, even if you see the zone like around here, because it relies on the line of sight. Torbjorn. Imagine this bot is the turret. Place down your turret, place down your shield right here, so it's like shooting you right here, and you're not getting hit. Like the shield completely blocks it, and you can continue on, not get damaged, and kill the turret. As for Torbjorn itself, because he has armor, so do the shoot punch combo to destroy his armor as fast as you can, and continuously electrocute him. But like, do this combo only towards him. Like, do not continuously zap at Torbjorn, even if he doesn't have armor, because you never know if he still has scrap left to create more armor. But it's also a 50-50 because his right click is a shotgun, and if the guy doesn't know how to aim the projectile shotgun like that, then you're fine. There's also the shield dance that you can use, but as a Torb, he will most likely just run away instead of staying around where your bubble is and fight you. His molten core, you cannot do anything about it, so just stay away. Like, it's same for anything, just stay away if he has molten core up already. Widowmaker. Again, same thing with McCree, but like same thing with McCree, where it's like you use your butt to face him, and watch out when she grapples. So, like if she grapple hooks, then shield down. You can do that, and wait for your leap. But most of the time, as a Winston, because of your burst damage, right, like this, like she grapples away, then she would be 1 HP. So it's like try and see if the Widow has grappling hook or not, but in most cases the Widow should have a grappling hook to escape. But in most cases that I've experienced so far, the Widow would die easily, even if they have a grappling hook, because of the amount of surrounding area is like closed in, so they cannot really go away that easily. Okay. Her ult, it's not really that effective to be honest, but it does help those who have good aim and let the team know if there's anyone flanking. So if you hear the ult and you're trying to flank, just stop your thoughts and stay back a bit with the team. For D.Va, she's one of your counter as well because of her shotguns. So instead of engaging him 1v1, but if he does comes to you, then do the electrocution and punch combo to try and kill her armor faster, or else just fly away. If she flies towards you, you can leap away to like minimize distance. But when she's close to you, shield dance. That's literally the way it's easier to survive. Her ult, you can use your bubble to block it. That's basically it. Orisa, not your like she's somewhat your counter if she can track you, but if she ever shifts, or like if she ever shifts, then you're somewhat screwed because she takes like only 1 damage. It's very minimum for Winston, and her shield is like you can shoot for shield, so it doesn't really matter that much. But the thing about Orisa, you have to do a combo because half her HP, if I remember correctly, is the shield. And yeah, let's just check it now. Yeah, see, 200 HP is a shield. So you just do this and try and kill the armor as quick as you can. But if you're low already and you haven't destroyed the shield yet, just run. Shield then is also another thing that you can do against Orisa, but do not engage her too like directly. If your entire team is there and help damaging her, then go for it. Reinhardt. Imagine a Reinhardt is here holding up his shield. You can continuously use your range of the electrocution to continuously electrocute him. Because his shield doesn't block the lightning, so it's effective against him somewhat. You can also throw in some punches to help destroy the armor, and he will slowly back off. There's also one way to like completely help your team out, is by engage him aggressively, like throw down your shield as well, so any Ana cannot heal the Reinhardt. Continuously try and bait him out, and he would drop his shield and try and hammer you. Then your team can hammer down him or push in easier to damage the Reinhardt. Against the hammer down, if your reaction speed is fast enough, you can block it.
Barrier activated.
Or you can simply just use Primal Rage and knock him away, but most of the time, because you're like flying right in front of him, then you will also get connected somehow. Like the Earth Shatter actually hits you somehow. His Flame Strikes, try and avoid it because it actually helps him build ult so quickly. Which is why most of the time if you see a Zarya on your team and they have a Reinhardt, the Zarya would most likely bubble herself and walk right into that Flame Strike to get more energy. And Divas would right click the Flame Strikes. Against Hawk, he is your counter because of the shotgun and the hook, so like you cannot fly away. Do not like avoid this guy like Bastion unless he's like very low. Ult can easily kill you and break your bubble. His gun, complete shield breaker. Hook can hook you down. Even if you get him low, he can instantly just heal it up and you won't be able to do shit against him. Against another Winston, the most effective way to fight another Winston is by doing this punch combo and also count in the landing combo. And that's basically the gist of it. Against Zarya, she is not exactly a bad target to kill, but like not exactly your primary target. Against the blue armor, you can also do this against it, the punch electrocution combo. But her bubbles, like if she bubbles, you take that time to reload like this, and it would be ended like imagine like boom, reload, or they're gone. Then you can continuously do it on her. Her ult, when she ults and your team is in it, bubble it.
This will protect us.
Minimize the range that they could stand in to take down the graviton, like and anyone that's caught in it. Her bubble is the only thing that really screws you up when you're trying to dive someone. So if it gets really frustrating, it's a better way to just switch. Ana, try and dive her when she doesn't have her sleep or grenade, because it can actually screw you up a lot. And against her, she's gonna try and sleep you in mid-air as well, so place a bubble there to like completely minimize the chance of her actually be able to sleep you. Like in the air, press your E, and it will still block you a bit before it falls down where you threw it. And when you land on her, remember to punch. And the only reason why you want to wait out her abilities to dive her is because her grenade can heal herself when you're trying to dive her. So it's like, oh, at this moment, she's low, throw down grenade, 100 HP already, and you're anti-heal as well. So your team cannot heal you, and she'll receive extra healing as well as a not get killed by you. Her ult, there's nothing really to do it. Brigitte, your complete counter. It's the dive meta killer right here. So Winston, you can get knocked down right in the air, like almost landed, but nope, you just instead land right here. She can also 1v1 you with the healing, so you cannot out-heal her. Her shield, you can shoot through it, but that's not gonna matter too much because she can just kill you with the swings, and she would not take much damage. Lucio, not your primary target because he can just speed away. Your heal can out-damage him, but he can just speed away and you won't be able to chase him too much because your leap is like a 6-second cooldown. The only thing that like I advise you against the Lucio is that continuously try and track him as much as you can. If you break away from him, he can heal back the HP that he already lost. So not exactly your primary target, and only target him when he's like alone in control points, like he's stalling, then you can try and do it. Mercy, if you're landed already and you have your jump, you can continuously try and like continuously follow her, and she fly away, then you can dive her like this. It's very easy when you think, like when you actually put it to work. Like continuously follow her, just continuously watch her, continuously damage her, and if you try to fly away, dash, just completely shut down right there. If she ults, not exactly a problem. If you have hit scans, then it's like you can try and like jump up and harass her a bit, but it's not your priority. But if she's on the ground, then do just what I just said. for Moira, shield dance. Literally that's it. And if she tries to fade away, chase her like this, like the dash or the leaf punch combo like that. And if she throws down a heal orb, you cannot out-heal that, so just run away or continuously try if there's no team with her. Symmetra, you can actually out-damage her, even if like, but you have to be in full HP. You can also continuously do the punch combo to completely destroy her armor. And as a Winston, you can also flank around and try and see where the shield gen and teleporter is. And because as Winston, you're actually quite a good counter against Symmetra because her turrets is like very low HP, so you just flip gone. Zenyatta, this is a juicy one because he can discard you and continuously damage you to kill you, or dive, put down a shield,
This will protect us.
down. It goes both ways, but it is somewhat your primary target when you're diving. Primary targets can be Zenyatta, but he can also kill you too, but so watch out for that. A way to like help yourself out is to put down a shield like that to block some shots that he comes at you with, but it's most advised to just dive him like that, like punch combo with a landing as well. Okay, so generally that's the way I share. I'd rather do Winston. Any questions? Then ask me.